A woman needed her ID before a flight. That's the entire story until the questions turned to blood and to bombs.
You understand what you're saying? You can bring a bomb through.
On August 18th, 2024, at an airport security checkpoint, a woman ran past a uniformed deputy into a restricted screening lane. Throughout the encounter, she repeats one phrase to justify her actions: "I didn't know." That claim will not save her from the charges that follow.
You're 10-4.
My ID and everything is over there. Can you guys call my friend Dion? He's over there.
Hurry. Take her up. Put her. Take her to the breather room.
Can you guys call my friend? I got my ID and everything with him.
Yeah, we'll call him.
You call him right now?
Yeah, we already did.
You called him? No, you didn't. You don't even know his name. What's his name? Can you call him? Can you please call him?
That's it?
Can you please call him?
I already told you, yes, we'll call him.
But did you call him?
She didn't have any bags, right? Nothing?
No, my bag is over there on B9 with my ID and everything. How far are we going? Huh?
Down the stairs.
Well, what are we gonna do? Are you guys gonna make me board my plane? I'm gonna miss my plane. Where are you guys taking me?
Going to the...
Where are you guys taking me?
Right down here.
Where's the office at?
Right here.
All right. My name is Deputy Sheriff Chris Keegan, ID 8414, Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, working at... In other words, can you tell me what happened today? You were working the
Yes, I was working the exit, and nobody was allowed to come back the other way. And a woman came up, and she wanted to come through, and I said, "Ma'am, you can't come through." I said, "You have to go back to security." She took her, she goes, "I don't have my license." I said, "Well, you have to call somebody." She goes, "I don't have my phone." I said, "Well, then go use the courtesy phone and call them." And during that time, she started shuffling her feet forward towards me. So I kind of had a feeling she was maybe going to try to run, which she ended up doing.
Are you saying run by you or run away from you?
No, she ran by me.
Ran by you.
And I actually stepped over to the side to try to slow her down and stop her. And she just ignored it and just went around me and ran over there. And I yelled, "Bring..."
What time was that?
That was at 2:16? I'm not even sure.
Okay, what's today's date?
Under Title 49, Section 46314 of the United States Code, entering a secured airport area without screening is a federal violation, regardless of intent. In the deputy's own account, he confirms she was told directly, quote, "You can't come through," end quote, before she moved past him. That verbal warning satisfies the notice requirement courts look for in these cases. Ignorance, after a direct order, carries little legal weight.
The 18th of August, yes.
And she ran, and what did you see what happened after that?
Yes, I called for a breach on my radio. That's got the people that I work with to know what was going on. And the officer heard me say it too. And he went over and he said, "Ma'am, you have to stop." And she didn't want to stop. And then because I have to really kind of keep my eyes forward, but I mean, I heard him asking her to stop. She wouldn't stop. And then he was trying to stop her, and they were wrestling around and whatever. I don't see all that. The only thing that I did hear is he asked her to put her hands behind her back, and she was not complying. That's all that I did see.
I appreciate your help. Thank you very much.
PBSO. Okay, alright, real quick, my body cam is rolling. So tell us what happened. Obviously, it was a breach.
Right, so I was standing on lane 6, chit-chatting with one of my officers about something that happened this morning. And I hear screaming like, you cannot go that way, stop, stop. And next thing I know, like, I just turned and I saw Spears running this way. He took her down, you know, and I just walked over there and to see what was going on, like, what can I help with this TSA, because they just breached our exit. And he's, you know, scrambling with her, so his body cam was on the ground. I picked it up, I said, I don't think it's on, I don't know how to turn it on. I was like, do I need to hit a button? And he's like, you know, when he's trying to deal with her, there was another male passenger over there, and he's like right up on Spears, and I said, excuse me, sir, I was like, please do me a favor. I was like, give me that, that's hers, I got it. I was like, I'm TSA, back away, we have this. Okay. So they left.
All right. Real quick, do you guys have? I know we have camera footage at the exit right there for you guys. Can you access it? We can go over to your room if you want.
Yeah, for that one, I want to say DOA is probably going to have a better camera for you.
We'll go to the comm center.
Yeah, because ours is going to focus out this way. Unless True was here and I had access to True's cameras, because he's got all DOAs, we're not going to have right there.
We have them as well. I just know our sergeant is busy.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a camera that you access the exit other than the one that's right here, the switch?
Yes.
Okay. Because that would show us her running in.
Camera
for the
lady,
initial breach.
you wanna get the camera up? You guys are paging him now? You paging him now? My flight's about to board. What's gonna happen? We're gonna miss the flight.
Was there anybody else with you?
Yes. I just go to the bathroom. The other bathroom was too full, so I went to the other. I didn't know I couldn't come back there. My flight's about to fly out. That's why I wanted to go get my ID. I asked the officer to come with me. Is anybody paging him, please?
Did you come in the exit lane?
Yes!
That's why you were detained.
Because I needed...
You can't do that.
I didn't know that! This time is too tight. Can you loosen it up a little? Did anybody page him? Did anybody page him?
What's the person's name that you're supposed to be with? Also, just to let you know that Dion is supposed to have her baggage.
I think from what I'm gathering is the restroom was too full on the concourse. She left the concourse. She came back to the exit.
Yeah, I did.
And denied all.
Yeah, I heard from Mark. Just give me the lowdown.
Yep.
All right.
You bleed, man?
I don't know.
That's my blood. It's your blood?
When the responding deputy took her to the ground, the relevant legal test comes from Graham versus Connor, decided in 1989. That case requires judging force from the officer's perspective at the moment of the decision, not from hindsight. Here, an unscreened individual had just ignored a direct command to stop inside a secured zone, a scenario security protocols treat as a potential threat until cleared. A brief control hold takedown, followed by handcuffing, falls within the range courts have found reasonable under those facts.
Okay, I think she needs explained what happened to her.
Right now, you're going to be charged with battery on a police officer, me.
I didn't hurt you.
Resisting with violence. I got her, and going through the sterile area.
On camera, the deputy states directly, quote, "You're going to be charged with battery on a police officer resisting with violence," end quote. Most battery on an officer statutes do not require serious injury. Physical contact made while resisting a lawful order is generally sufficient to sustain the charge. That is why her statement, quote, "I didn't hurt you," end quote, does not defeat the elements of the offense.
What What do you mean?
ran through
But I
the
didn't hurt you. I was trying to get the other guy to come with me. I don't have an ID or anything with me.
Well, there's different ways to handle that.
You can't run through the stairway or the screen. You can't just go back and through there. It's just common sense.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Everybody knows that. How old are you?
Nobody knows that.
All right. How old's your boyfriend?
The deputy's authority to detain her in the first place traces back to Terry versus Ohio, decided in 1968. That case allows a brief investigative stop based on reasonable suspicion, which existed the moment she fled past a uniformed officer in a screened area. Once that lawful order to stop was given, compliance was required regardless of her personal reason for wanting through.
Stop wiggling your hands around, okay? Keep your hands in one place and it won't hurt. If you move your hands around, now I'm double locking to make sure they don't tighten back up on you. Okay, now they won't tighten as long as you hold your hands just like that, okay? You got plenty of space. In fact, they're almost small enough to pull out. Don't pull out of them.
Am I going to jail today?
Yes. But with that said, okay, you'll go to first arraignment tomorrow. You'll probably be let out on bail, and then you go ahead and fight your charges and say, I didn't know, whatever happened. You explain your side of the story. But the basic side is, when you leave something and there's all these kind of signs says, do not enter, and you have someone saying, stop, stop, stop. Again, I wasn't there, and it'll all be on video. We have plenty of safety things.
I was there.
Yeah, and he was there. You can't ignore instructions in an airport from an official.
We don't know what you have. We
I don't have anything with
Well,
me.
no.
How
Do you
do we know
understand what
that?
you're saying?
But
You could bring a bomb through
nobody
under
had
your
anything
shirt.
with me.
This is a federal building. We don't know what you have under your shirt. We don't know what you have in your
I'm so
in your
sorry.
waistband.
Okay,
Didn't
all right.
know.
All right.
I really didn't know. I'm so sorry.
Okay, you'll have a chance to explain that to the judge.
No Miranda warning appears on camera, but nearly all of her statements were spontaneous and unprompted. That limits any argument that her words should be suppressed later in court. Even though the underlying offense might seem minor, a full custodial arrest for it is still constitutional under Atwater v. City of Lago Vista, decided in 2001.
Okay, other than your watch, do you have anything else
Earrings?
on you?
Earrings?
Personal.
Earrings, they have to come off.
Yep, your earrings will have to come off and stuff like
Put
that.
gloves on.
Okay.
Yep. I'm watching her, so there's not much I can do until a third person gets here.
I didn't know. But the one thing I thought is, like, if I had to go to check out, they wouldn't let me in because I don't have nothing with me. And I was trying
We
to
do
go
this
get.
all the time. We can call your boyfriend or call.
I didn't know that.
Well, you just don't run.
I understand now. I really didn't know.
Feel that? Yeah, I'm still out of breath. Yeah.
Okay, is Dion outside here?
Dion will be outside shortly.
Okay, and what I'm gonna do is give him her personal stuff right now. Okay, so as long as everything's okay and the sergeant allows it, we're gonna let you sit like this for now. Okay, there's tissue for you. Did you already use it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and the first chance I get, I'll try to get you a little bit of water.
Through the exit.
She didn't know.
I didn't know. I honestly didn't know. I just.
But TSA told her to stop.
Before you go anywhere else, okay? How did you get down there the first time?
Yes, I went to TSI, but I didn't have nothing with me, and I didn't know that. The only reason I went there because I was going to use that first bathroom, but the line was too long, and my plane was about to fly out, and so I was like, let me just.
The first deputy, working the exit lane, receives a grade of B+. He gave clear verbal warnings, offered a lawful alternative through the courtesy phone, and radioed the breach the moment she moved past him. The responding deputy receives a grade of B. His use of force was proportionate under Graham versus Connor. The loss of his own body camera during the takedown, however, left a gap in his personal documentation of the encounter.
And I didn't know once you pass there, you can turn around. And
There's multiple signs.
I didn't see that, I swear.
All The only reason I asked is because you ruined the whole day because you did something you weren't supposed to do. How many times have you flown?
Huh?
How many times have you flown in your life?
A lot.
A lot. So
Yeah.
you know each time that you go down to a concourse,
I
you have
didn't
to go
know
through
that.
security.
I really didn't
Yes,
know
you did.
that.
Yes.
Okay,
I
Grace,
promise you
Grace,
I did.
Grace, also the bottom line is the man in uniform said stop, stop, stop. Do you understand what I'm saying? You
I
know,
wanted
for
him
whatever.
to come with me to come and get my ID at least so he can see that I was already
But you,
there.
when law enforcement says stop, anybody of authority says
I'm
stop,
sorry.
you have to stop.
I'm really sorry.
And basically that's why you're here, though. You refuse the lawful command.
I'm really sorry.
Okay. I mean, it happened. It's not the end of the world. It just seems like the end of the world now. Okay? It's going to be very traumatic, but hopefully 5 years from now, you know, you can maybe laugh about this and say, "Wow,
I didn't know that Concord was like I never heard that before. Like the other place, airport, they don't have that. They don't have Concord. They have just gates and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't know that.
every airport has a check line you go through. It's called the TSA checkpoint. Okay, that's where you go through the non.
Like they wouldn't let me in back then.
Listen. You're going from the non-sterile area to the sterile area. That means you've been scanned, you've been checked, you're sterile, you have nothing. When you go out the exit and now you're in an unsterile place, you just can't go back. Are you following what I'm saying?
Yeah, but my thing was I didn't have nothing with me.
I understand that.
But
that's when you stop and you explain what happened, and then we find someone else, get in communication with Dion, get your information back here, and you go through the checkpoint again. You would have, no matter what happens, you still have to go back through the checkpoint because you just went to the the unsterile area. That's why. Dion will probably have to get a hotel room for the night. Wait until you get a rain tomorrow.
The TSA supervisor who assisted deserves recognition as well. Retrieving the fallen body camera and redirecting a bystander who approached during the struggle helped preserve evidence and kept the scene from becoming more chaotic.
And if you can make bail or get released on your own recognizance and get a court date, then you can, but that's something that the court does, not us. Had you already gone to the bathroom?
Mm-hmm.
So you had disappeared and all of a sudden you appeared again. It can't happen that way. I mean, if you were in the chute, got halfway there and then turned around and said, whoa, I just forgot something. But here you are, a total stranger, zipping on down. Think, now that you calm down, think about the circumstance. Well, we understand you didn't realize it, but think about what we're thinking.
Could be a terrorist attack or anything. We don't know.
Could be something as simple as that you're a distraught wife or girlfriend going to get your husband or boyfriend. Alright, back seat check. It is clean. They're right in there, ma'am.
Can you put the seatbelt on?
Yep.
Alright, Grace, I hope everything works out for you. You don't seem like a bad person. Just a confused person.
Around here is the other half.
The subject receives a grade of C-. She stopped resisting once restrained and cooperated during transport, which limited the severity of the encounter. But moving past a uniformed officer after a direct order to stop and the physical contact that followed are enough on their own to sustain the charges she now faces.
There you go. All right. That's in case I don't trust his driving.
So if a rule feels inconvenient in the moment, does that ever excuse ignoring a direct order from law enforcement? First, a posted or verbally stated security rule does not need to be understood to be legally enforceable. Notice, not comprehension, is what usually matters in court. Second, once a uniformed officer gives a lawful order to stop, complying first and arguing later is almost always the safer legal choice. Third, battery and resisting charges do not require an injury. Physical contact during resistance is typically enough to meet the legal standard. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on police court interactions.